Hey, what's up, YouTube? And welcome to DIY Danny, my first video on this channel. And I'm just going to do a little small project today. It's probably going to be a little more than small because actually, now that I'm looking at, it's going to be quite a few. So as you can see, these are, I believe they call them control joints. On the sidewalk, as you can see, there's pretty gaps, big gap there that needs to be filled. And over here, of course, I started already cleaning it up. And what we're going to do is we're going to remove that old one. It's like foam in there. About 4 or 5 years ago, if I remember, might have been actually 6 years now, I put spray foam there, but I never got to seal it. It held up until recently. Until this past couple of years, then it really started failing. Because I never finished the sealing. As you can see there's the old sealant that's still there. And I never got to finish it. It's just waterproof spray foam. So I'm going to get rid of all of that. I'm going to fill it up with some sand first. Well, first I'm going to give it all. I'm going to clean it up real good. I'm going to put some sand in there. Maybe I have small pebbles. I have a small bucket full of them. Maybe I'll put it in there first. Put some sand. Then we're going to put some 1-inch rubber backer rod in there. Fill it in. Tuck it in real nicely. And then we're going to put it with the, it's a sealant. It's a self-leveling sealant. And that should seal that. So that way when it rains, the water's coming down the hill through the alley. It doesn't, let me back up. It doesn't go in there. It keeps flowing right out. So I have to do this one. So the purpose of the video, I'm going to do this one. And I will do that one. Yeah, as you can see now, I'm digging it out. A lot of it was that old foam. Spray foam. It was a waterproof type foam that I put about 6 years ago. But I never finished it off here, so that's the reason why it failed too. So of course I dug all the way in there, down to the soil. And I'm doing this side now, but that's going to take a little bit of work because over here I have to chisel a few. And then I'm going to clean it up real good because you have to clean it first. And then what I'm going to do is I have pebbles it's like they look like river rock type pebbles, very small pebbles. I'm going to pour some in there. And then I'm going to put some sand. And then I'm going to shove the backer rod in there. Over here is kind of wide, so I'm gonna have to shovel 2 backer rods to make up for the width. And then the self-leveling sealant. So as you can see, and we got that right there. We got all that over here. I had a chisel. So of course chisel. Make sure you wear your safety goggles. So I get it clean. You gotta get rid of all that foam and all that stuff that was in there, all the way down here, because I want continuous run if I can. Okay. So what we're gonna do now? We're gonna sweep this up and prep it. Now, as you can see, it's all cleaned up now. Okay. And normally, if I had a leaf blower, which I don't have. I actually have an electric one, but it's not working at the moment. So just had to do it by hand. Sweep, get it as clean as you can. Is it ideal? I prefer the leaf blower, but it'll do. So this is some of that rock that I was talking about. This is from an old aquarium you no longer have, but I'm gonna put a little bit of that. But I'm one of them only because it's kind of a little deep. So I'm going to just put a little small layer of the rock. And then, of course, I got this sand. Purpose sand. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, so I noticed that over here is a little deeper. So I'm going to put a small layer of the rock first. Then I'm going to put the sand. Then we're going to lay the backer rod. So as you can see, I put some of the rock in there. Okay, because it's pretty deep in here. I shoved it all the way in that corner too. Okay, all along the, not much over here, just a little layer. Not much, but I really wanted to put some here because this is where it's pretty deep. Then I packed it in. Now I'm gonna put the sand. I put the sand down, smooth it out, packed it in there. Okay. Now it's ready to, I'm gonna fit the backer rod in there now. As you can see, I got the backer rod in there. Okay. And over here I have to get the 1/2 inch one because this one is pretty narrow. And I'm actually thinking about, well, I'm gonna get it anyway. Okay, so this is the 1 inch one. As you can see, pretty much covers the whole thing. There is a little gap right there. When I'm probably gonna get the 1/2 inch one, I'll just put a piece in there. But it'll be fine once I put the self-leveling some sealant. Okay, so we're good to go. So this is the sealant I'm gonna use. It's Sika. Okay, this is the one that Sika Flex, Sika Pro Select self-leveling sealant. This is what they use for the you know, bounce to concrete, 24-hour, 1 hour wet. Okay, for horizontal application. So that means when you apply this, you don't do anything. It finds its way and it levels. Okay, so let's apply that sealant. And here we go. 2 days later, because I had to go back and pick up the 3/4 inch backer rod for this particular spot right here. It's a little more narrow. Sorry about that right there. So this is what I had to pick up, so I had to wait on that. And a couple of more bottles of the Sika self-leveling sealant. And of course I got a caulking gun. You need a big one, big large caulking gun. So let me show you what I did. I know it's a little messy right here because unfortunately I dropped the caulking gun a couple of days ago. So I made a little mess. I'm sorry about that. Doesn't matter, it's okay. Anyway, this is the finished result. Let me go in there. So you can see it's self-leveling. So when you pour it in there, it finds all the nooks and crannies and it works its way down. So it's, right now, it's the backer rod is in there with the, and it's that's going to turn into a rubberized seal, excuse me. And then it's continuous over here. The foam backer rod is in there, the 3/4 inch. Okay, it came out pretty good. I may say so myself. Okay, and there you go. So it's going to take about 24 hours to cure. You know, to touch it, I would not touch it for another couple of days at least, because even after 48 hours, it still gets tacky. Depending on how much of it you put over here, is very thick, so it's going to take longer. Of course, I put these little cones here for now and all the stuff that I have. Hopefully somebody won't walk through here and step on it. Let's hope. And there you go. So finally that's done. And of course over here is another project for another day. That's something else. That's going to take another project for another day for that. But this part is done. So there you go. So, okay, a little bit of digging, a little bit of elbow grease. Of course, wear your knee pads. And safety goggles when you're chiseling out any pieces there. Clean it up real good. Install the back and put the sand in there. In my case, I put little pebbles in there underneath it too. Put sand, the backer rod, and then finally the sealant. Okay. So it's all done. On to the next project. And thank you for watching my DIY Danny channel. This is my first video on this channel. So stay tuned for more videos like this. And thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.